Alright, so just like previous updates, let's go ahead and rank these new mythical and secret units from best to worst, and hopefully I haven't missed any other units, which is a possibility. Alright, so for every type of video that I do like this, I start off with a little reminder. Alright, so the first thing is that these units are very situational, alright? They depend on your loadout. They depend on what situation you're in, depending on the map, maybe a raid, challenge, etc. So they can be used for different types of situations, and they're all different in their own way. So it just depends how you use them. Second of all, this is just my opinion. So if you want to leave yours, definitely leave it in the comments below so I could see what you guys think about them. And then finally, traits could change the outcome, because if one just gets divine, it just overshadows the other ones mostly. But some of these units are actually really broken. So let's get started with my first pick, which is going to be Gildart. Alright, if you guys have already seen Gildart, you've probably already seen this coming. Alright, 53,000 plus damage with SPA of 9.5 seconds, range of 26, and a DPS around 22,000 when it's maxed and evolved. And the AoE, what makes it really great is not only the AoE, full AoE, meaning that it's similar to Shanks and Broly, it hits everything in this circle. You can place 4 of these guys, and it instantly breaks shield, meaning that if you're fighting like maybe the armor titan, it has 20 armor shields, one hit from Gildart, it's gone, literally depleted. So this is what makes it so broken, because there's a lot of shield units coming out in different updates now, especially the holo map and this one for the fairy tale one. So it's gonna be really useful using Gildart just to kill all of these shield units. But even if you're not trying to go for the shields, this man still hits like a truck. 53,000 plus damage, including maybe if you add Irwin and a Sakura buff, that goes like above 6k, 60k, 70k, somewhere around there. It's crazy how much damage Gildart does. So I recommend getting this man first before anything. But if you're into limiteds, I don't know why I couldn't say that, then that's gonna be my second runner-up, because the second one is Lucy, or Lucy, whatever you want to call it. You know, it's Lucy in the game with an I, but it's Lucy in the anime. But basically, Lucy is a mythic limited time secret type unit. It's kind of similar to every other update where there's this one unit that turns into a secret unit. And basically what Lucy does is that she summons units that fight for her, similar to Lelouch. So her total damage that the units actually do is around 65,000 damage, which is incredibly insane, honestly, really insane. Although, like summon units, they will run into the unit eventually, or mobs, and they will die, but at least she could summon 2 of them, so that's what makes her really good. Besides that, her SPA is around 9 seconds, though she only really spawns them once they die, so it doesn't really matter. And the range depends on the unit, on how close they are. And for the summon HP, it's around 18,000, so they could take a couple of hits, not as long as you're into the later rounds or they're in the 20,000 HP, but they still do a ton. And her units do vary on 3 types. I'm not sure which one it is, but I'm pretty sure there's a cow, there's a mermaid, and then there's a cool looking dude that shoots lightning or something like that. So there's definitely melee, range, and some other thing that I can't really think about right now, but very unique type unit that has released. The AoE is infinite mostly. Like I said, it depends on which summon she summons and how it attacks, and you're gonna place one of these guys down. And like I said, for the ability, she summons around 3 types of units that fight for her, which is really sick. Now, for third place, I have Max Evolve Gray. So Gray, honestly, he could be second place or first place, depending on what unit you need. So if you need a stun utility support unit that needs to freeze, then Gray is definitely here, because this man is a menace in terms of support. Because not only does he do around 41,000 damage, which is already pretty insane, honestly, his SPA is 11 seconds, which is a little high, though he is a support unit, so you can't really complain about it too much. His range is also around 37, and his DPS is around 15,000. His AoE is a big circle though, so that's what makes him really good, alongside with the freeze and the decent amount of damage. You can place 4 of these guys down, and he has, like I said, the ability to freeze not only ground but air unit, and that's what makes it really good. So the big circle, if he hits air and ground units, both frozen, both stand still, and they're both dead if you have a good loadout. So Gray is definitely up there. You could definitely switch it out for first or second place. Like I said, it just depends on what unit you need. So if you already have a good DPS, then I guess you could go for Gray. Although I recommend going for Gildart just because of that insta break shield ability. But Gray, definitely really good. That freeze and air ground unit ability is underrated, right? People need to understand how broken this really is. And then finally, if you already haven't seen it coming, I have Max Evolve Natsu, alright? So honestly, I don't really know if the burning scales over time, or it's just straight up 2,000 damage, which what I've been seeing is around 2k damage. But for his stats, it's around 28,000 damage when it's maxed at 100 and evolved. The burn is around 9k per unit, so 4 ticks. The SPA is around on 5.7 SPA, so it's not that long, honestly. So it's pretty good damage unit. The range is a little lower at 26. The DPS is at 25k, though this does not include the burn damage, so it probably reaches what, 27, 28, maybe 30k with burn. That's still a really good amount of damage for a mythical. The AoE is medium circle, a bit smaller than Gray's, but decently sized. You can place 4 of these guys down, and like I said, it burns enemies. So Natsu, from what I've been seeing, it's not really that special. It's kind of like a Rengoku, smaller AoE, but just a ton more damage. But yeah, if I said anything wrong about any of these units, then definitely leave it in the comments below, because maybe I done some wrong, you know, information and calculations here and there. But it's all a part of everything, alright? It's just human nature. Make mistakes. It is what it is. But there's my tier list right there, or ranking. First of all, like I said, I have Gildart. Second, I have Lucy. Third, I have Gray. And then fourth, I have Natsu. If they're gonna add another unit after this, I'm gonna have to go get it and then check it out and then probably rank it in one of these. But I'll do a tier list later on as well. But like I said, leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'll see you guys later. Peace.